It ain't the prettiest, but goddamn it'll hold.
What the fuck is going on here?
Do this the super easy way. I cannot continue any further on this bike. Got some more wire, ready to get these bungs finished up, and then I flip the frame back over, and I'm gonna go ahead and clean up some of this ugly shit down here, do another couple welds on the bottom of the battery box over here. Alright, it's all three welded, they're the prettiest. Goddamn it'll hold. There should be more than enough weld to hold a battery in place. Sissy bar is mocked up. Nothing's welded or tacked or anything, just held in with the mounting tabs down here. Basically, the angle I went with was from this down tube to the mount is 90 degrees. And I did that by using this little fabrication magnet here, just putting it on there. It's pretty aggressive angle, but it actually looks really pretty cool. I'm gonna go ahead and get the tabs welded onto the Sissy bar, let it all cool down. Just continuing on with the accessories, just a little bit of recap. I gotta put the brake caliper mount on. That's gonna go on here somewhere. The seat and the fender. I do want to get the engine put back in here just so I can make sure the oil tank is in a good spot. I've seen them mounted in front of the down tube and behind it, so I don't know which way is correct. Now, all the pictures I've seen with an Evo, it was mounted up front, so I'm hoping this is the right spot. I'm trying to get this thing to powder coat ASAP, and then I can't put the fender on until I get the chain put on with the engine, because I have to have the tire at its final location. So I'm kind of at the point now where once this gets welded on, the brake stay gets welded on, kind of at a point where I need to just spend money to continue on. Part of the process, I guess, but all right, so we're gonna go ahead and get this thing tacked up and welded. So we're gonna let these cool down, and then I'll take the whole thing off and I'll weld the inside and then the bottoms. So now that the Sissy bar has been all welded on, or welded together, I can work on the brake tab. Now this did come with this brake tab, but I'm not using it. This is for like pre-2000s calipers. I'm really not in the market to be buying shit I don't need when I have a perfectly good brake caliper right here. So I found this company called Throttle Addiction that sells a retrofit kit for the 2000 to 2003 caliper. And basically you take this little tab with the slot on it, you weld it on. You gotta of course line everything up and mock it up first. And then this little tab goes on the back side. These bolts with the lock washer are going to go in and hold it in, and basically this part with the threaded holes is going to go like this into the brake caliper. This should be a good fix for this. So what I need to do is get this nut taken off, and I'm going to go ahead and put everything on the axle. So by that I mean these little spacers here, aluminum spacers, are going to go on the outside of the frame on the axle. This is the tensioning part of it. I guess you call them tensioning spacers, I don't know. So I'm gonna put these on both sides, slide the axle through, get the caliper on, so I can mock up where this is gonna go. Because I don't have the chain set yet, and I have about, I don't know, 2.5, 3 inches of play here, I'm gonna put the wheel in the middle, line this up, and then I'm gonna try to get this tab to be in the middle of here. That way if the chain has to be shorter or longer, I have enough room to play with. So I'm gonna get this axle taken out, jack the bike up, get the axle taken out. Battery died, not sure where I left off, but this tab is supposed to weld onto this lower member here. the caliper, even in the fully forward position, doesn't have enough room for both of these pieces to get in here, because basically this is going to go on like this, and yeah, it's just, that ain't happening. And again, that's with the wheel fully forward, which is not what I want. I want it to be as far back as I can. That's one of the reasons I bought this kit, because it's 2 inches longer. I'm going to have to call around, probably call the company that made this and ask them if they do a workaround for that, because I can't think of anything. If I put the caliper up here, it might interfere with the fender, maybe, I don't know. And if I put it down here, this piece just simply won't reach this tab. And I don't know if the fender being, or the caliper being up here will interfere with the Sissy bar at all. I'm going to pop this out, slide this over, and put it up here and see what happens, just to see for my own benefit. So I can tell you right there, already, that blocks the hole for the Sissy bar mount. So that's already an issue. Yeah, this angle's way too sharp. This right here, if this was cut, I could totally weld that on place. But that's a permanent thing there. I really don't want to do that. Like this, where you can take that off, you can get the caliper off easily. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get in touch with these people that made this and see if they know of any fixes for that, because that is less than ideal. Alright, so speaking of issues, I cannot continue any further on this bike until I order some stuff. So the fender is what I was going to work on next, but I cannot mount the fender until I have the final fitment of the back tire as far as distance from the engine, chain length specifically. Can't do that because the fender's permanently in place and I have to move the wheel forward. It's going to rub. If I have to move it back, it's going to look stupid. Can't do the fender without the chain kit. So the chain kit's my next logical step. I can't do the seat until I have the actual seat and the mounting kit and the fender mounted, so I can have the right spacing for everything. So once all that's done, I can't even send this thing off to powder coat yet, because I still need to drill holes for the gas tank on the backbone. So basically I need to order the gas tank to get it fitted, the chain kit to do the fender to do the seat and mounting kit to pretty much finalize it. Kind of at an impasse here. I may just go ahead and order everything just so I don't have to wait. TC Bros chain kit I'm probably going to get because it's only $140. And this thing's not going to be like a performance monster by any means, so it's just going to be a scoot around town bike. So yeah, that's going to bug me. Okay, so like I previously said, I'm at a standstill with this thing until a few parts come in. Well, the parts have been ordered and they're going to be here very soon. One of which is the chain conversion kit, so I can get the final placement of the rear tire, so I can get the fender put on, which means that I can get the seat put on and all that good stuff. So I need to get the engine put back in, which is what I'm gonna do right now. And yes, I'm wearing shorts and flip-flops. I don't care.